Hey guys, this is 5 tips for new players that are just starting Genshin Impact. Let's just start with number 1, which is going to be Paymons bargains. So to access this, you press escape on PC, and then you go to shop. You go to this tab right here. Now, if you just started playing and you've done at least a couple rolls, and chances are you've probably gotten some shitty rolls, like I don't know, everyone, for at least for the most part, you've gotten at least 2 types of currency. One is called Masterless Stardust. The other one is called Masterless Star Glitter. If you go over to the Star Glitter exchange, you can use this currency to buy additional fates. So this is the currency to do more pulls. So the game kind of compensates you if you have bad luck, by allowing you to repurchase some fates. So you can buy 5 of each type of fate per month. So just keep that in mind. And that's for both. So I didn't have enough Star Glitter exchange to buy the ones needed there, but I did for Stardust. So you can see it's already at the bottom. It's grayed out because I already bought it all for this month. So keep that in mind if you haven't been getting good rolls. You're not completely losing out. You do get some sort of compensation. It's not like the best, but it's better than nothing, right? And to add to that, if you are getting bad rolls and you're getting a lot of the same characters over and over again, don't forget to check their constellations, because chances are you have the characters Fortuna, which is how you unlock their constellations. These are buffs that can be really useful for your characters. I know I have some for like some characters that I've rolled multiple times, but it doesn't hurt to check. You know, you might have like skipped over your bad rolls and not noticed you might have gotten a character again, so you might have a constellation for them to unlock. For your main character, since you can't re-roll your main character, you obviously get these as you play the story. So be sure to check those. Really helpful stuff. And moving on to number 2. For number 2, you can actually have multiple parties in this game. This is something I didn't realize until, I don't know, like 2 days playing into this game. So let's say you have a team that you want to swap to because you need Amber for something. Like, right, Amber is really useful early on because she's fire element, so she can mine the shock or the electric ores around. She can light fire, so you can do cooking. So if you don't have a fire person, like let's say I didn't have Xianling in my main thing, I could easily just swap to another party and deploy them real quick. Or if you wanted Kea for his ice ability to make the bridges over water, Noel because you need a geo element or something like that. You can also name your parties as well. So if you want to name it like, you know, utility party or whatever, backup, things like that. You can also set up parties for like certain elements to help you deal with certain situations better, or dungeons. And you can only have up to 4 for now, which is plenty. So definitely something to keep in mind. It's easier than having to rearrange your characters all the time for certain situations, much faster. And speaking of custom parties, moving on to number 3, you can make custom map markers, which is something I don't take advantage of enough. But like, if you click anywhere on the map, like so, you can even pick which icon you want to use. So for example, let's say you found a lot of, I don't know, like a lot of crystal chunk ore here, you could pin it like so, and you can even name it, so future you doesn't get confused as to what the heck this is supposed to be. So you could just name this, I don't know, like iron chunk deposit or something, or whatever, you know. You can just label it. You can have, I don't know if there's a limit, because I don't have a lot of these on my map. I don't have any actually, but this is definitely something really useful to set up to help you remember certain areas, because obviously this world is huge and there's a lot to remember about it. Things also like maybe marking offerings that you might have found but you didn't know how to get it quite yet. Another useful thing to mark, or like treasure chests. Maybe you found a treasure chest you couldn't get yet. Maybe it was guarded by monsters that were too strong, etc. Things like that. So very useful. The next thing is going to be number 4, and I found this in the options menu. This might be a PC only kind of thing, because I don't know if you can do this on phone or if you can do this on phone or on PS4. But if you scroll to the inputs, you can notice you can actually switch to your party members and have them use their elemental bursts. With this is a little bit faster, I think. Like left alt and then 1, and then you could quickly do each character's alt in a quick combo for like massive burst damage potential. If I could, I would definitely swap the key binding. You can't change key bindings in this game as of right now. Hopefully that's something they change in the future, but also something useful to note that this exists. So if you ever do get to change your key bindings, I would definitely change this to something easier to set up combos. Could be really useful. And last but not least, the tip that I will end you guys on with number 5 is cooking. So I guess this also applies to expeditions as well, but whenever you cook something, doesn't matter what you're trying to cook, always double check the character that is cooking, because you might have a character that will give you an added buff. So if you have like Barbara, for example, will give you a chance to double any food that when you're cooking, to double it if it's a healing food. If you have Kea, which you unlock naturally from the story, then you have a chance of making a food that's 1 tier higher. So if you make a 1-star food, he has a chance of making it a 2-star, 2-star, 3-star, etc., and so on. So yeah, that's always just something to double check before you cook anything. Same for like attack food and defense food. Like if you have Xianling, she has a chance of doubling your attack buff food. I don't remember who's for defense, but again, just double check before you start cooking away. Could be useful stuff there. And same with expeditions. Before you send characters on expeditions, there are characters that can significantly reduce the travel time or the expedition time, so you can get them back faster and they'll come back faster. So just be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. Just wanted to keep it nice and short for y'all. So hopefully it was helpful in some way. I hope. Maybe I'll make more of these videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.